Hey, she's ready. She's ready. مغرب ما أذن صح؟ It's Pokemon music. We don't like Pokemon music? It's Pokemon music. It did start? Okay. Hisashiburi da ne Renkun. Mustafa شو أخبارك؟ صباح الخير. I will make pray. I'm back. Baby. Okay, I'm in. Dude, like, Mustafa, you come in and trash me like that? I don't know, honestly, which server do you want? I put the picture. I'm in. Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, oh, S&M. Got it. Wait, there we go. Okay, I'm in the one where you sent me all the links. What's up, Matt? Yo.
Hello? Yes.
Okay, Malak is in. I feel like honestly, what I really want is for you to be with me.
Girl,
when I finish the game.
If you told me that before, I would have just come to your house.
God damn it.
You know, lucky.
I mean, listen, like, you know, it's fine. But we are finishing today's game. What's up, everyone? Wow, all of you guys pop up today? Dang, we got 10 people on here today.
Invites open.
Huh?
I said I could still make it if the invite's open.
No, the invite's not open.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I still.
No, what were you gonna say?
Listen, ميكاسا is سوكاسا بس like بعد بدي أغير بدي أتحمم and it's gonna be 10 by the time I finish. What's up, Bryce?
But no, that's you.
No, all the love though.
No, for sure, no worries. I'm comfy in my chair in my bedroom.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Did I take the plane all the way back to Cali? Yes, I did. Wow, we got a full freaking house. All right, everyone who's watching, we are gonna finish the game inside. If you haven't been watching the past two streams, we started with the game and then we're mid-game and now we're gonna finish the game. What do you think? About 2 hours?
I forgot exactly where you stopped. I don't think it'll take you that long.
You don't think so? Okay.
I don't think
so either. With the pace because I'm so good at this game, with the pace that I'm going on.
Yeah, you're going at a pretty like normal speed for a first run.
Okay. All right.
You're about where I was at.
Let me prepare the game, and then we can get started. But first, let me just load the game.
Let me take a selfie.
And then, yeah, let me take a selfie.
No, I'm just kidding.
By the way,
I also haven't responded to any of the... No, you first.
I was gonna say let me pray first. So, and then
okay.
You can speak to.
I was gonna talk to the chat.
Okay.
Ooh. I was just gonna say I didn't say hi back to everybody that said hi to me, so hello. And yes.
Okay, you can see where I left off, Malak.
Oh, I see. Maybe I would I would guesstimate. I could be wrong, but I would guesstimate an hour. Anywho's, I was gonna say reply to Mustafa's comment about not needing Sada because I'm here. Yes, I agree. I should just take over her stream. I am the new SamuLegend. I'm just kidding. Um, but hello to everybody in the chat. I am very excited that Sada is actually doing this because I played Inside a couple weeks ago and I loved it. It is my current hyper fixation. I've been watching so many YouTube videos about it, about like analyses and deep dives and story explanations. And even after playing the game twice and watching a bunch of videos about it, I'm still learning new things, which is crazy, like how deep the lore gets. And I actually sent Sada a few videos that she's going to watch after she finishes playing the game and taking some time to absorb everything that we're about to witness, so that we could all together learn a little bit more about some of the things that end unexplained in the game. It does have a little bit of an ambiguous ending, so heads up to you all about that. But um, I highly recommend it. I love it. I'm so happy that Sada actually took my recommendation. I knew it was going to be something she would enjoy, so, and I'm glad that she is. But I'm so excited for today, and I can't wait for us to finish this game. My rant is over. Let me read the chat. Then she is off screen for a second. Oh, I'll be back in 20. Never mind. She wouldn't have seen your question. Oh no, she did see your question and she responded. She did take the plane back to Cali. Yes, I love the word guesstimate. I say that all the time. Let's see. Yes, I am interim leader. I might as well just be the leader instead of just interim. I'm completely taking over the stream. I love talking, which sometimes is a bad thing, but if you give me a microphone, I'm just gonna word vomit. It also depends on my mood. But yes, I am very excited. Thank you, Matt. I was very happy to see that. Is she crawling at the back?
Okay.
She's got Sammy Whammy. But yes, I'm very excited. Thank you for acknowledging that. Hi, Sada. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was just giving the.
Thank you for welcoming me to my stream. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I was giving our chat, our, not yours.
No, it's your chat too.
A quick rundown of the background for like how I not got you, but like my experience with the game and why I'm excited about today. And we're just gonna jump right in and see what happens. I can get off Discord now if you want, and we can just go back to our stream, and then I'll get back on when you finish.
No, you can stay.
Are you sure? I'm gonna sit here and be like commenting the whole time.
100%. But like you have to refrain from your.
100%.
Okay, you can.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna say anything about the game. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I will not say anything about what's going on.
No, but I absolutely like if you want to show or talk about some details in the game that you've noticed, please feel free.
Well, I don't want to. The thing is, I could, but I don't want to do that before you finish it because I can't talk about those things without talking about story.
I see. Let's see how far we are in this game. We're only it seems like 25% left that we have of the game.
Let's see. Your stream's a bit delayed. Yeah, I might say so.
Yeah.
You've got maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe like 12 chapters left, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I've hit a dead end, literally.
Yeah. By the way, your stream's a little delayed on my end, so if I take a minute to like answer a question or something, I just need to see it update.
Sure.
And then it might be easier for me now to give you hints if you're stuck. I can guide you easier instead of just typing in the chat.
Okay, there's a hole. Cool. I found a hole. Okay. No worries, Malak. Oh, okay.
My hands are so sore from the gym.
Your forearms, dude. By the way, guys, Malak really pumped out real hard at the climbing gym today.
Oh my god, yeah. My forearms are killing me. I did say only 12 chapters, but they go by quick. Like, the chapters are short.
Will I die? Oh, no. I have a superpower now. Fishy. Hello, fishies.
My fishy.
My fishy.
Oh, my squishy. Sorry, not my fishy.
My squishy. My squishy fishy.
Jeez.
Dude, I don't know what I did.
What?
Oh, I'm back here.
Oh, in the game? I thought you were going to talk about the gym.
Not Malak being secretly swole. Malak is swole, bro.
I am not swole. Oh my goodness.
Alright.
My forearms are pumped, but I am not swole.
Interesting. This is okay, this is a tough level. Dude, I love how so many people popped up on freaking stream. That's cool. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, so I think
So this is not... No, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I have to go back down because I know I closed the hatch, but I feel like I can go under. So I think I'm going to do that. Relax, like, ooh, must refrain from telling her.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything unless I'm asked.
Must refrain from telling her.
Oh, do you remember in the Fairly Odd Parents when Cosmo goes, must resist stupidity impulse?
No, I
I
do.
love that one. I was gonna say this isn't really like a spoiler or anything, but you know how I was saying that there's like different achievements and things that you could find, like hidden gems
Mm-hmm.
in the game. I was actually gonna say that I'm surprised you haven't found any of them.
Well, honestly, yeah.
What?
Like what, for example?
Well, I was gonna say if you come by an area where I know there is one, do you want me to tell you or do you want to just play?
Am I near the area?
Not right now.
Oh. Yeah, you can tell me. Does it?
Okay.
I don't know.
Because there's a... I'm trying to say things without saying things. There's a specific achievement that you can get by collecting... Or not collecting. I'm trying to be cryptic here. Hold on. There's 14 things sprinkled around the game that once you find all of them, you unlock something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And you passed by
what the
a bunch of them.
frick did I just do?
I wasn't watching, but I know which part you're on. Yeah, you passed by a bunch of them already, and I was about to tell you, but then I was like, no, it's gonna ruin your first playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say anything, but if you want me to point out where there might be one, I can. If not, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. But if you want to actually like unlock that other achievement, you'd have to go back into the game and find the other ones you missed.
I have to go back to other parts of the game?
Yeah, if you want to get all of the achievements. But if you don't, then it's fine.
Oh.
But then you wouldn't unlock the other thing I was talking about.
Oh. What's up, Bob? مرحبا يا سيدتي. أهلا وسهلا.
The reason I say that is because in
Whoa!
the videos that I sent you, they actually spoil what that achievement is. So I don't know if you'd want to go back and do them or if you just want to see it. I mean, it would take some time, but it's honestly not that big a deal if you just get that part spoiled. But
I think I should finish the game and then go back to it. Unless it's a must to
no.
Okay.
I'm not saying to go back now. I'm saying like do your thing. But
No,
if
but
you
I'd
watch
love
the
to.
videos, it is gonna spoil what that is if you watch the videos before doing that.
Oh, I see. I figured it out.
Figure what out?
Are you not watching me play?
Sorry, I'm picking at my calluses. I'm like trying to peel my skin.
Ew!
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You came for my
Um,
Assassin's Creed video? Dope. Dopey dope.
It's funny that I'm seeing a message that says "Marhaban ya Sayyidati" from an account named Bob. Okay, okay.
Okay. Alright, that was stupid. Actually, wait a second. No, backwards.
Yeah, Matt, we just came from the gym and I have a lot of really terrible calluses on my hands from all the rock climbing. I was trying to peel some of them off, but I probably shouldn't pick at it.
No, you should pick at it.
I'm making it worse.
Okay, I know what to do.
My hands are already like raw. We made a quick boba run after we left the gym. So
I did too. Don't worry.
Did you go to 7 Leagues?
Absolutely.
Of course you did.
I think it's one or the other, yeah. Yup.
Oh, I guess that worked. I did that part a little bit differently, but that works.
Yeah, I think it's just like one or the other. Like
I mean, I had them stacked like right on top of each other, but that works.
Okay, I don't know what I triggered. Oh no, wait, sir. All right. Okay. Is that supposed
Wait,
to go?
if I turn up the volume from my iPad, can you hear yourself?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
And oh damn, okay. Because I want to hear the game's audio, but I can't do that from how can I find it?
لا بحياة أبوك دور. Wow.
Wait, what happened? Oh, did you fall?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go back to this. This looks like the Boy and the Water Girl 18 Plus edition. Oh, there's two sides. Good thing I died then.
Have you noticed your surroundings in this environment?
Yes, it's weird people hanging upside down. And the light looks like a huge submarine. This is just one large experiment.
I guess we'll find out. You could be right, you could be wrong. I will say nothing. This mouth is sealed shut.
Yup. Let's see if there's anything outside. Because knowing this game, there could be... There's nothing on this side. Okay. This... Yeah. I'm trying to learn Arabic, man. Dude, you're doing great. By the way, which Assassin's Creed video, might I ask? The Mirage one or the Shadow one?
It is on Sunday, by the way.
I know. That's crazy.
No, I just say that because the chat says Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, Bob said, are you guys looking forward to Eid next Monday? But Eid is on Sunday.
Oh. Yeah, Eid is literally on Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. Like,
yeah.
6 days.
Yup. Do I not have an outfit? Yes.
I do have an outfit.
One thing about Malak, you guys, she's always prepared.
Well, no, here's the thing. Usually I scramble for Eid, and I used to always buy a new outfit every Eid. And then the past two Eids, I'm just like, oh, let me just get something I already have. And then now I'm like, I actually do have an outfit. What's up, Megan? Are those your pajama pants? Then come grab them.
Dude, why am I so genius? Why am I so genius? Oh. See, these people are like conscious, but these people are not. And it's just so weird. And this little boy. So in the UK, it says it's on Monday? That is so weird.
Interesting, because I saw this message that Kareem sent about something about the moon sighting in Saudi, or I don't know, and they said that they declared it was going to be Sunday.
Interesting. Yeah, Saudi said Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bob, is your real name Bob?
or Doug Dimmadome.
The owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Arnold Dimmadome. I'm sorry I had to hear that. I'm sorry you all had to hear that. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
What?
Bob's real name is Bilal.
Dude, can you... Thank you.
My name is Malak. This is Sarah. Nice to meet you.
What's up, Bilal? Billy Bob? Billy Bobili? Okay, I hope... La. Well, what am I supposed to do with this?
Not to speak on Sarah's behalf, but I don't think there'll be time for that today.
You don't think I'll finish in time?
No. Ren was asking about suggestions.
Oh, no, I don't think there will be time today. What's up, Windstorm? There's not even time for me to speak about Seattle. That has to be... We'll do it tomorrow.
That's gonna be a whole stream in and of itself.
No, that is a whole stream in and of itself. I have to write pointers. What is happening? Oh wait. Is this open or closed? I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, Matt. I see he gets it. Matt gets it, man.
Listen, you know how there's managers on the stream? You know how there's managers and publicists and directors? You know, when this stream gets big, there will be other people giving ideas. Layib.
Let me know once you need help.
I just might. Wait. Is this open? Is this open? No. Okay. I'd like to apply for a position. Dude, you're moderator. That's an honor. Okay, that's open. But no, I'm gonna... Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Can I?
Can you? Do you have an exit buddy?
Yes. Come on. Wait, I got it. I figured it out. And I had to figure it out the long way. Oh. Okay. The Queen of Jordan. Thank you. And I hope you don't mean Malak.
Technically, the Queen of Jordan is Queen Rania.
Malak, please. like, please. Like, we all know it's me.
Oh, right. You're not even fully Jordanian.
Dude, why are you... It's a secret.
In case y'all didn't know, Sada's half Syrian.
I'm not half Syrian.
Okay, a quarter Syrian.
Like... Wait. Dude, you have a beautiful position. But honestly, like, I truly, 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 truly appreciate you guys. Wait, is this open? Oh, it's closed. What am I doing? What am I doing? But why isn't this?
Let me know when you need help.
Okay, I know I'm going in the right direction.
You like I thought you had it and then you lost it.
No, I did have it. It's like it's open. And then there we go.
Queen of glitches and queen of our hearts.
Amen to that. Yeah, I got it. That took a minute. Ugh. I couldn't hear noise for a while.
Yeah, there's no sound in that section, which is a really cool part of their sound design.
Oh. Ugh, I thought I was gonna go up the stairs. Okay, well. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we're going down. I'm at the Uni Cafeteria right now. And this is a loud-ass place. Yup. Jet? No way. For all the new viewers, yo! Wait, how many people are watching? I don't even know.
8.
Ah. Cool. Okay. They left. Now, if I exit off this little thingamabobber, am I going to die? Let's find out. Wow, look at that echo. A 1, a 2, a 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Roll of a Tootsie Pop?
I was just thinking about that. Let's find out.
The world may never know.
Oh my god, I didn't think you were gonna get that reference. I was gonna say that.
Dude, that was the reference. That's why I said a 1, a 2, a 3.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about from before. I was gonna say when I said let's find out. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I've played this game twice and I've watched a bunch of videos about it. And when you were in the previous chapter, I noticed something I'd never seen before.
Tell me.
Well, I can't tell you now because it's part of the. You need to understand. I can't.
Okay.
But I will later once you have a better idea of the game. Listen, I kind of wanna hear what's going on and see your reactions as they're happening because I can hear you before I can see you.
Sure.
So if it's all right with you.
No, of course.
I want to drop off the Discord, watch for a bit, and then I can hop back on after you finish.
By all means. That's
okay.
Fine. No problem.
I'm still here.
Okay.
You can still ping me in the chat.
Okay.
But
okay.
I will come back in like let's say 45 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Goodbye on voice to the chat. I'll be back soon.
Not me panicking. Right. Malak is a viewer now. Malak was actually watching this the whole time, but yeah, there's some sort of a delay. All right. Guys, this is it. Like, we are gonna finish this game. And honestly, this game is really great. Malak literally played this. Dude, عن جد وينكم؟ ولك اصحى يا زلمة. Do I have to grab your freaking limbs, bro? So that means... Oh, it's so creepy. But Malak, you're not a scary movie girl, are you? Okay, because... Okay. We're still here, right? It's still high, but I could go above water. Gotta keep my head above water. Don't bring me down. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I don't know all the lyrics though. All right, boys, you gotta catch me, okay? Let's go. أيوة يا جماعة. أيوة يا جماعة. وقفوا يا جماعة يا جماعة. Oh, Mustafa, I'm so sorry I didn't say hi. Bryce, thank you for letting everyone know to press like. You guys are the best. Dude! Alright, boys. Could you believe that was 2 weeks ago? May 30th. I'm trying to project forward, forward, forward. Okay, let's practice. Let's practice, okay? Oh, okay. So I have to press both at the same time. There you go. Alright, my boys. There's the kid. There's the dada. Dude, she's still hot at 39. No, but like, you guys. Like, her voice is so distinct. It always sounds like a little kid. Like, she's still kicking it. Like, it literally looks like she hasn't aged a day. Oh, they can catch me. Alright. Okay. Dude. And if there's finer wine than fine wine, I'm here for it. Okay. Okay. What's up, Michael? Wow, there's still people walking in, huh? How's your weekend, everyone? Michael included. How's your weekend? Alright. Let's see what they're doing up there. What are they doing up there? Okay. So there was a hole here, right? Oh, I see. يلا يا جماعة. I see now. What's up, Sam? music got eerie. Really? I guess it's that good, huh? Did he say it was still Disney? Yeah, I wonder why they're running too. Cause I need to catch up. Alright guys, I guess I'll see you later. Thank you so much. No way. That's why he said Disney. Wait, the full... Dude, honestly, when you guys showed me Hercules for the first time, man, that voice, so beautiful, mashallah. Oh yeah. I was that Karen. Look at all these experiments. Is that blood? Wow. This really... you know what this feels like? It feels like Black Mirror. Why are they running? He doesn't even care about me anymore. What do we even see? What are we looking at? Wait. Do I have to wait? Yeah, you did. You were the one, Matt. You're the one that showed me a bunch of his covers. Dude, Make a Man Out of You sent me. It sent me. That man is so hot. He sent me. So are we just gonna stand here? Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters? Oh, I can push this. When I asked for sons. Oh. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. Dude. Brother Bear? Brother Bear? No way. Michael, you better drop that album in the Discord right now, son. And Hunchback? Is it the one where it says, I have spent one day out there? That one? And then it'll transition to da na 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 from How to Train Your Dragon. Da na 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 na. You know? Hellfire? Oh my god. Damn. Dude, that song, it's so dark for a Disney movie. Like, freaking... What's his name? That man, like, talking about hellfire, about a woman? Oh my god. Will I make this jump? No. There's no way. There has to be another way. Damn. Right movie, wrong song. I guess so. I guess we're doing it. Yes, Sam. What's up? Come here. Come here. Alright, we are less than an hour in. Oh, dude, Prince of Egypt, I haven't heard about it in a very long time. But... Everybody, Sam is here. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm nervous what I'm about to see. I gotta listen to that song. That's it? That's as far as we go? طيب. Hi. Dude, honestly, I like this is like so creepy that I'm getting the nerves. What's up? Nothing? Okay. Come on, kid. Hans Zimmerman did this? That's actually insane. Hans Zimmerman did Prince of Egypt? Bye, Matt. Thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting. Oh. Dang. Is this the part where I have to be patient? Because this is taking a very long time. Oh, okay, Matt, you can stay. You can stay. So maybe try something different. In other terms, please do something different. I just don't know what to do. Is there something here? Resist stupidity. Goddamn, dude. Oh. أنا عن جد مش فاهمة. Ah. Okay, so I wonder how long it'll take to get the generator going. Okay. Wait. Whoa! Whoa! It's me! Oh, that's so gross, bro! Dang. Dude, people suck. Oh. Oh, wow. I am this blob. I have now become this blob. Okay. I have been consumed by the blob. Where does the blob go? Does the blob go through the window? Yeah. Oh. Wow. Move out of the way, bitch! My peeps are still here. Can I please get out of this blob? Yeah, that's what you get for experimenting, you idiots. Dude, we're pulling it out. Come on. Got this. It's okay. I wasn't expecting this either. And I wonder if there was a different outcome to this because I was busy pulling it out. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, there is no other outcome. Okay. طز عليكم كلكم. I'ma eat you. I'ma eat you all up. Sam, no. Sam. Sam, no. Sam's like, I'm so done with you. Yeah. كل هوا. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, that was gross. Oh, the red button. No, literally. Oh, that's so gross. I hope that kid comes back. Man, like, we're just gonna keep splatting. Okay. Did I miss something? Come on. Like, why did he open the door for me? I guess I'm supposed to go through the hole. Ew, it sounds so gross. Where am I going? Alright, well, okay. I guess I need it for something, clearly. Alright. Looks like I still need it for something. Alright, sound like hold the phone. The inferno. Can we throw that in the inferno? what to do. And I have to catch it every fucking time? Okay. Alright. Here we go. No. Alright, folks. This is gonna take a while. Ooh, the coordination here. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Oh, come on! So close. You just had to trip and fall, huh? Huh, you blob? Malak, how impressed are you? Stop. Yup. Yup. Yup, suckers. Yup, suckers. Yup. Yup. Get the frick out of here. Let's go. 今日はアボカドトーストと鮭とボバを食べました。Alright. Which puzzle did you solve quickly? The throwing over the water one? That one was hard to figure out. Hi, mother. Hi. You can get taller. You're not gonna help me out? Alright. It was tough. If you're not gonna help me, I'll do it myself. Dude, sake onigiri is fire, bro. I miss sake onigiri. I don't know where else I can get one. Alright, son. Alright. You gotta throw it a little harder this time, boys. Okay. I guess we're not throwing it a little harder. Boys shower fast, bro. What do we do? What do we do? Hang on. Thank you. This is funny. This is funny. Come on, dude! Well, like, throw it, man! Wow. You are an idiot. Okay, so you're not gonna do it. You don't have to worry about watching your hair? Yeah, I guess. Okay, I think I have to let go at some point. I'm scared to let go and then I have to start over because this took a long time. Oh! And took a long time. Get up! I know I'm doing it right. I don't know why he's not hooking. He doesn't want to hook. Like, how close do I have to get to the guy? Dude, يلا خلصيني عاد. Maybe I Alright, well. Maybe I have to push this closer. There. Now it's in between the yellows. Maybe he'll hook it this time. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's like a game thing. Thank you! This is true. Okay. Sam's like, dude, I gotta go. Okay. According to everybody, they do it the same. Alright. Oh. First straw. What? Second try. Oh. I think I'm in the hole. Yeah. I'd assume so. I'd assume I'd have to be in the hole. Wow. Looks like they trapped me. But that wall doesn't look like it can hold me. Oh, there we go. There he is. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Dude, I literally became a blob. Okay, so, can I grab something from here? Oh, okay. Alright. Yup. They thought they trapped me. They thought they trapped me, but they didn't. I can see the lights. I can see the lights. These fish ain't in front of me. It wasn't even 10 minutes. It's literally right when you left. Can I just see what's on the other side? Because if there is something I need to freaking grab. Nothing. This is so gross on so many levels, but... You know what it feels like? Like... The way... It's just giving me the heebie-jeebies of Attack on Titan. Oh no, or Full Metal Alchemist, that too. To the forest. I had a feeling I was gonna go back to the forest. Alright, I can't move, so it looks like we have to wait for something. Can the kid come out? It's drinking. I don't know. I feel like I want to check, but I don't want to check. I just want it to be a surprise. I thought it was shrinking. Nope, still can't move. Wait, that's it? No way.
Hello there.
Well, welcome back. You're right, you did predict 45 minutes.
You've made it to the end.
That's it?
How are you feeling?
Like, betrayed.
Betrayed? Why do you say that?
Because he didn't get his happy ending.
Who?
The kid. Like,
what was the kid's happy ending?
To escape.
Okay.
But, like, he just became a huge blob. He became something that I guess people were making.
Okay.
And it just seems like an ending that wasn't really something that he... I mean, I don't know this kid, but my guess, he didn't want to be a blob.
All right, once he became the blob, what was the objective?
Still to escape.
All right. And where you were at now?
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, he left the building.
He did.
Blob got what he wanted.
You know, he started in a forest. And he probably should have stayed in the forest.
Okay, so Matt says, Malak, please explain, but I don't want to say anything before Sada has had some time to digest because I could sit here and word vomit everything that's on my mind,
I
but I
really
don't want to give you more than you can handle at this moment.
okay, and everyone else who's watched the full game, like I need to hear your input as well because
Yeah, if you guys want to spew out theories,
yeah,
this would be the
please.
good time to do it before we dive into the videos I sent Sada.
Yeah. Oh, she sent me a
This is
lot of
the
videos.
open discussion time.
Also, chat, everyone who's watching, please let me know videos. Because Melak sent me 4.
I
Now we
think
don't have
five.
to watch them. 5?
Yeah.
5. We don't have to watch
Now
them
the
all
first,
at once.
yeah, I was gonna say the first three. I think you should watch, and they're not that long. The second, the two after the first three, those ones are depending on how interested you are. If you really want to dive into the lore of the story, there's one very particularly interesting theory that comes out of those two videos that I didn't learn until I watched it, which brings a very different twist on the entire story.
Okay, so I want you to tell me your first impressions after you finish the game. Like
So
what were
at this point, I'm looking at this screen after my first playthrough, and I had the exact same question on my mind: is this it? I couldn't move the blob anymore. Obviously, you lose control because this is the ending of the game. And I was like, "What's going on? Like, why can't I move?" And then the credits roll, and I was like, "Really? Is this it? Like, that's the ending?" And at first, I really didn't like it. I was like, "I don't understand it. Like, they didn't explain anything in the game. We still don't understand what we were looking at. I have so many unanswered questions." But the only thing I was thinking at this point was, okay, the blob was trying to escape. The scientists were trying to trap him in multiple ways. You get into the tank at one point, but you escape the tank, and
as
then
a
the
blob?
blob eventually gets what it wanted, and he left the edge of the building, rolled down the hill, and escaped the facility. Those were what I was thinking at this exact moment. There's an idea.
I mean, I guess
What?
I guess we were all thinking that.
Yes, I do want
Me plus chat.
it.
Um
Yeah, I did definitely finish it feeling like I wanted more.
and I think that's what
Um,
they purposely want you to be
yeah,
left at as
yeah.
well.
I mean, after you watch the videos, you're like, initially, I'm not gonna lie to you. Initially, I hated this ending, but
Yeah.
after you watch the videos, you don't hate it anymore.
Why? He's a blob. He's not
Yeah.
he's not a kid anymore.
So
He can't
let
go
me.
back.
The kid at this point is irrelevant.
Well, I guess from what you know now.
Right. So let me tell you some, just very high level. I'll tell you some of the theories that I read about before I watched the videos that you're about to watch.
Okay.
Now, the first theory, which seems like it could be the most plausible, and by the way, these are all theories because none of this is canon. The developers themselves have not come out with any explanation, any statement about the game. They released it and that was it. Any sort of conjecture, any sort of theorizing is all up to the player and the viewer, and there's no wrong answer, and that's the beauty of like theorizing. But
And I don't think they're gonna come up with it because
they're not. They're
yeah.
not, because that's besides the point. It's up to you to determine however you see the ending or the story, and it's intentionally ambiguous.
Dude, Matt brought up a good point.
What about it?
He said, well, two things. He said, seems like the blob couldn't survive the stress of escaping and rolling down the hill. And the kid died when he became the blob. So
the blob, to actually no, if you wanna make a statement first before I answer.
I feel like the blob is dead. Even though it's still moving. But like in this situation, I don't know. Maybe it's not dead. But I think the kid's dead.
So the first part about the blob not surviving the stress of escaping and rolling down the hill, the blob and the potatoes, like they don't have the same type of like fall damage as the kid. So there's been bigger falls. I mean, this guy, the blob, when the elevator broke, the blob fell through like 4 stories and still survived. So like the hill, I don't think it killed him. I don't think the blob is dead. And then the kid dying when he became the blob, I wouldn't necessarily say the word died, but I think he became one with the blob.
Infused.
Infused, yeah. Because if you look at the blob, it's a collection of limbs and arms and random body parts. Like my theory is that okay, so here's where we get into theories. Now there are two main theories that I read about before I saw the videos. The first one is the blob, which the actual name for the blob is called the huddle.
Okay.
So the huddle is the one controlling the boy.
Oh.
And the boy is being led towards the huddle in order to aid its escape. That's the first theory that I read.
Ooh.
And there's a lot of evidence that points toward this. And before we start into all of this, the game as a whole is about control and mind control and, you know, all these different layers of control. There's a secret ending to this game
That I have to do to go back, right?
You'll have to go back to get there. Now it's gonna take you some time to go. The way that you get to the secret ending is that you have to find 14 orbs and you have to remove the battery from the orbs.
So did I remove
You
two?
didn't find any of them. There was a secret to find those orbs. Every time you see a yellow cable, it tells you there's an orb because the yellow cable connects to the orb.
Oh, and the secret ending will tell you a little bit more about the ending of the game?
The secret ending won't tell you more about the ending because you have to you have to finish the game first before you can reveal the secret ending. Okay, you're gonna see it in the videos anyway, so I might as well just tell you what that secret ending was. Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay, if you don't want me to say it,
No, say it. Say it.
Okay. So there's 14 orbs that you'll find throughout the game. Actually, if I can just, let me just help you find one of them. Wait, go back. Hold on. No, sorry, go back to the beginning.
Way at the beginning.
Yeah, go to like the second chapter, I think. Don't click it yet because it's
delayed.
It's delayed on my side, so let me just see if that's the right one. I think it's the second chapter.
Is the blob an amalgamation of multiple people that were experiments? What did you just say?
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation. Wow, that's a new word.
Sorry, go one more chapter. Let me just see if it's the one after. I think it's 2.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful game.
Yes. No, wait, is it here? I think it's here.
Should I go on it?
Wait, what's after this part? No, go back one. And then I think it's in the second chapter. Go to the second chapter, and then I'll guide you to where one of the orbs is. I'm just going to show you where one is and what it looks like, and then I'll explain the secret ending.
Okay.
In the meantime, is the blob an amalgamation of multiple people that were experimented on? That's also a question that's up to interpretation. There isn't really an answer to that. It's not really my own theory, but I guess based on some of the videos I've seen, I have an idea on what the blob is. I would say yes, but I'm not gonna further comment until we see the videos. So Sada, you're gonna keep going until the dogs chase you off the cliff and you land into water for the first time.
Okay.
I think it should be coming up close if I'm not mistaken. But what I was saying, if we continue about theories for a little bit. So the first one being, the blob is controlling you and you are helping the huddle escape. There's another theory, because at one point in the game you start to realize after you become the blob that the scientists are helping you, right?
Yeah, because they are, which is kind of weird.
So there's, and that kind of ties into what could be the second theory about the blob or about control is that, and this is a bit more of like one of those meta theories that a lot of the videos that I've watched kind of, they don't really like this theory, they kind of disregard it. But the theory is that you as the player are a scientist in this facility and that you are the one controlling the boy and guiding him through these challenges.
Those are fair theories, but I think the one that
Yeah.
makes the most sense to me is the blob gravitating the boy.
Yeah, so that's the more widely accepted theory. Um, and again, this is all, conjecture, none of it is confirmed, but majority of the videos that I've seen, that's what they go by.
Honestly,
And
he's
they'll
literally,
they'll touch on it a little bit more in the videos.
this kid is literally in the forest.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
stay in the forest, my guy. Now that I know the game.
I think you're coming up. Wait, hide. Yeah. Sorry, it's still delayed on my end.
It's okay.
Once you land in the water. Wait, it shouldn't be this far in. I think we're in the right spot though. Once you land in the water, you know how you're gonna instinctively want to go right? What you want to do is dive down and go left. Also, those headlights aren't gonna, you can cross the headlights. You don't have to wait for anything here. I mean, there is gonna be a guy, but that's gonna come out regardless, so.
Oh, I forgot! I forgot I trip.
Oh. No worries. Well, while you're getting there, should I explain the secret ending?
Let's do the first orb first.
Okay, I think you're almost there.
Yeah, this is stressful.
Yeah, dude, this game, I had my heart pounding like crazy. I love it so much. Okay, you're coming up on it.
Oh, I see the yellow cable.
Okay. Yes, you see the yellow cable? Follow it.
Oh, I forgot. I can't breathe.
Did you die?
No.
Okay, try to get as close to the left
Wow.
as possible
Okay,
first,
son.
so you can make it.
Interesting. Okay. Ooh.
Okay, so this
So you
is
mean
the
to tell me I
first
found
one.
none of those orbs?
Yeah, you found none of them. So when I was doing my first run through, I found maybe like 3, I think, 3 or 4. There's 14 of them in total. You actually saw one of them when you died in one of the points when you fell off a building. You saw one on the ground, but then you didn't follow it. And I was like, should I say something? Should I not say something? And then I just didn't say anything.
Murky waters. Okay. All right. Now proceed to the secret ending.
Okay, so there's 14 of these orbs, and once you remove the battery out of all 14, do you remember the cornfield in like the 4th chapter?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
So it's not going to be available until you get all 14, but once you finish that, you go back to the cornfield and there's a bunker. There's a hidden door in the cornfield, and you open it up and you go down into a bunker. And in that bunker, you open up a door that has a special code to get to it. It's like a up, down, left, right. And there's a very specific sequence. It's maybe like 14 moves that you need to do to.
And how are you supposed to know?
So the actual way you're supposed to know is like really extremely convoluted, and there's no way I would have figured it out on my own. I just looked it up. But the actual way that you're supposed to know is that the orb that I told you that you saw and you passed, if you walk toward it, right next to that orb is a giant tape player. And the tape player, if you walk close to it, it plays a song. And the song is comprised of only 4 notes, and you're supposed to remember the song, and then when you're moving up the lever to get that combination, every lever sound makes a different note, and you're supposed to replicate the notes of that song, which is
Okay,
incredibly
so all
convoluted,
those
and
orbs
there's
sound
no
the
way I
same?
would have gotten it on my own. No, yeah, all the sound of the orb itself is not relevant. It's the sound of this one specific tape player that you find. But once you do all of that,
Which
you're
is
gonna find yourself what?
which is what tape player is it?
So it's at a very specific location. I could tell you where it is if you want to hear it. But
Sure.
oh wait. You're in the cornfield.
Bye, Matt.
So the
Good night.
bye Matt, have a good night. In the cornfield, somewhere hidden in these fields is a door. Did you find it? It's gonna be on the floor.
No,
It's
but
like a
I
trap
hear
door.
I see chicks.
If you got to the chicks, you passed it. It's somewhere in the middle. You're gonna have to like hold the control button or something to be able to
Yeah.
find
Oh,
it
found
because you
it.
can't
Found
see
it.
it.
Found it.
Yeah.
I
So
found
you're
it.
not gonna be able to see this now, but you can look at the bunker if you want. Actually, one of the orbs is down there if you go to the left. But um, once you use the combination and you open the door that's on your right side, what you're gonna find is a control center. And all of those yellow cables you're gonna find connecting up into um, one central mind control helmet, and then
Mhm.
all the way at the end of the other side of the control center, there's a giant outlet. Now, the reason the secret ending is special is what I'm about to tell you changes your entire outlook on the game. Okay, are you ready? In the secret ending,
uh,
once you unplug that giant outlet, you're going to see the boy slump down into the dormant position of one of the potatoes.
like basically like dead weight.
Like, you know how when you
Like he's
see
just
one of the
on the floor. Like
on the floor, head down with his arms behind him. You know how when you first saw in the scene with the pig, you know how you first saw those people behind you when right before you were about to mind control them, how they were stuck on the floor?
you
You
mean
remember
hands
that?
in front of them, head down, not behind them,
They were kind of like slumped
like
to
a
their
zombie.
sides. Yeah. Like before you
Yeah.
activated them, before you put the helmet on, they're kind of on their knees, slumped on the floor, right? Once you
So that's
unplug
the
that
secret ending.
outlet in the secret ending, you see the kid slump down into the same position, and then the screen goes to black, and that's it. What does that tell you?
That he's a blob.
Not that he's a
Well,
blob,
he's a potato.
that he's a potato. The little boy is an experiment.
I
Just
am
like you were saying all along.
confusion.
I know, I know. There's so much. That's why I didn't want to overwhelm you with all this information. The videos will explain it further. I think I should stop here. I think we should dive into the videos.
Okay, let's do one video.
Okay.
Oh,
Also, in the first video,
so
you can skip the
confusion.
chapter that like I know. In the first video, you can skip the chapter that like recaps the game because we already know that, and you can go into the third chapter. But since I can't hear your stream, could you put on the subtitles so I can at least know where we're at in the video?
Oh, I see. Okay. Um, you can mute yourself.
I could do that. I could do that. Do you not like captions?
No, no. You. I'm just saying, like, just so, like, if you want to turn up the volume. But, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Make sure
whoa,
you're
whoa.
watching them in order.
Okay. Yes, this is the first one. Skipping the first
Okay.
chapter.
No. I mean, you
Captions
can watch the
on.
intro.
Alright.
You can watch the intro and then skip the second chapter.
Sure. Okay, everyone. Here we go. What did I click? What did I click? Oh my god.
What happened?
Ya Allah.
The world
how'd you get to Limbo,
inside
bro?
to try and unlock the meaning behind
Limbo
its
is the other game.
abstract
No, it
and
was an accident.
ambiguous story.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Inside is a side-scrolling game from developer Playdead, who previously made the critically acclaimed Limbo, a game with a similar tone and style that also left many players scratching their heads as the credits rolled. It challenges players with a combination of platforming and puzzle solving, all to the backdrop of a depressing dystopia where mankind has seemingly enslaved the lower classes for radical human experimentation. Or at least that's one theory. This is, as previously mentioned, a game that leaves its story up to the interpretation of the player. Inside's story begins with a young boy emerging from his hiding spot within a bush as he makes his way through a forest full of masked watchmen who seem to be rounding people up and taking them away in trucks. As the boy sneaks deeper
So
into
this
the
second chapter
woodland,
is what
he
you can
is
skip because this is just a recap of the game.
Okay, so let me just say one thing though. That it does not make sense that he's saying they're rounding up all the lower classmen, while these people who are working for the upperclassmen are also lower classmen. So it's like
Wait, which people?
it's the people that are rounding up the lower class. Why would they? Why would these
the
people
workers
waste
at
their
the facility
time?
are also lower classmen?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. Wha
I
Who
mean,
are
there's a
they
lot of
working for? You know what I
tiers
mean?
of
That's the.
class. They
But
could be like
those
upper middle
people
class working for the upper
are.
class. Because the people that they're taking as the potatoes are the lowest class.
I mean, I guess you can say that, but I feel like in theory, in reality, correct me if I'm wrong, that usually the people who do the dirty work are people who are of like maybe like lower class.
Yeah, but I mean, the people that you're seeing here.
Right.
Wait. What do you mean by workers? Are you talking about the people here that are
Like hella, I'm
security?
paused at this video.
Yeah, these people
Yeah.
are security.
Security. But like
You're
they're
gonna
also
need.
rounding people up, no?
Well, yeah, but like, they're.
Do you know what I mean though?
I do know what you mean, but there's something else I'm gonna say that I think you may not have noticed. So these people who are security, who are the scientists, who are the people that need to be conscious and living, the ones that have the masks on, those are the people of the upper class, or maybe the class right beneath it that are like the lower in the food chain, who are working for the facility.
Like they're right,
But
like yeah.
but what I was gonna say is that when you're looking in the facility, you know, the people that are operating the forklifts, the people that are cleaning the floors, the people that are running tasks in the background that you don't notice, those are all potatoes. They're
I
all
kind of
minions.
did
They're
notice
all
that.
lower classmen of the people that are being mind controlled.
Yeah, I
There
did
is a
notice that
distinction.
because they also gravitated towards
Uh-huh.
him. They
Towards you.
gravitated
Mhm.
towards him later.
Exactly.
Yes, with the hard hats, and the
Yes.
ones that were helping him escape.
Mm-hmm. So
Yes.
if you see the people with the
Yes.
masks, that's the distinction. Everyone else was under mind control. You what?
Yeah.
My brain?
So people without the masks are not under the mind control.
The
I mean, the
without
people with the
masks
masks are not under the mind control.
Yes.
Yes,
The
and
people
people
with
with
the
are
masks
not.
work for the facility.
Okay, I'm gonna skip the story because he's
Yeah,
only
yeah,
telling the
do that.
story, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the meaning.
Okay.
Okay, the two possible theories, everyone. Gather round, take
As
notes.
previously mentioned, one of Inside's main focal points is mind control. By wearing that strange helmet, the boy was able to control humans conditioned to be susceptible to such control. In fact, creating humans that could be controlled remotely, removing their free choice and humanity, seems to be this creepy organisation's MO. With that in mind, it is logical to conclude
Oh, I
that
noticed
while
the
on the
masks now.
surface it seems this boy is making his own choices and in control of his own destiny, he may himself have been controlled by an unseen force this entire time. After all, why is such a young boy sneaking into one of the most dangerous places on the planet? Especially after having seen what happens to those who end up there. And why would he then try to free the huddle? I mean, surely you'd do anything not to swim in the same space as something like that, right? Unless it was the huddle mind controlling the boy this entire time. After all, the plugs we removed from its body are very reminiscent of the one connected to us by the siren, a device that allowed the boy to control people at will. It therefore seems likely that the huddle acts as a giant hive mind connected up to all other
Malak, did you remove all 4?
No, you remove
Or
3 and then
it wouldn't even
eats
let you remove the last one?
other human
you. Yeah,
experiments
you don't
out
remove the last
there
one. The
and
last one's
able to
skipping
control
plug. It's supposed to eat you after the third one.
them at will. In this case, choosing a
was
young
nuts.
boy to come and free it from its underwater prison,
Oh,
and
I see.
allowing it to finally escape. However, there are a few contradictions to this particular theory. The first being that after escaping its enclosure, the scientists seem to aid and encourage the huddle in its escape.
Yeah, but even these two guys that are on this platform, they're not wearing masks either. But also, I don't know.
They are wearing masks.
Like really
Are they
helping the
not?
guy either. But they're just walking. No, they're not.
Oh, you know
Secondly,
why?
they don't
These are the what do you call it? You know how the CEO wasn't wearing a mask? The ones that are like in their offices, they're
Mhm.
hidden, so they don't need to cover their faces. These are all the people that ran out to look at the tank when everyone was going towards the viewing window to see what was going on. They weren't supposed
to
to be
attack
outside,
or
so they
even
didn't have time to grab their
Mm.
masks. The
Mm.
huddle
And the boy,
then
when he
is the
begins
blob,
making
the big blob at the end, which at
Yeah,
one
that's
point
the
does
name.
become the player, but yeah.
Yeah. The huddle, I think it's with 2 T's, Ren, not
his
No,
way
it's
not
D.
inside
D.
It is D.
It's D? Huddle?
Yeah,
Or
huddle.
it's just a
Yeah,
T
like you know
sound?
when you're like when you huddle for like a a gathering or a meeting or
Oh
interacting
yes,
closely
I thought
with.
the aquarium.
yes.
The boy faced
I
many
thought it was just
dangers
another
and
term.
challenges to get here.
Windstorm said lore goes crazy. The funniest part about that statement is that I haven't actually explained to you much yet. There's so much more that's gonna blow your mind. What I've told you so far was just my first layer of uncovering.
طب يعني what are you waiting for? يعني you're making me
I'm
watch
waiting
this
for you to
video?
understand.
Okay, let's
No,
finish
no,
this
no, no.
one.
This video is necessary to watch. After you watch this video, I'm gonna explain some more.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we have about 4 minutes left.
And suddenly security is relaxed and no one seems bothered about stopping him anymore. That's kind of weird. Finally,
Yeah,
a secret
literally.
ending can be achieved if we locate all of the glowing orbs from
Ooh.
around the game world and deactivate them.
I'll just watch that.
After doing this, when replaying the
this is
Farmland
where you see a little
chapter,
bit of
a
secret
hidden
ending,
trapdoor
little
can
bit.
be discovered in the cornfield.
Yeah.
Accessing this area leads to an underground bunker with a lever, and if we move this lever in a specific order, it opens
Lever.
the sealed door beside it. If you want to find the secret for yourself, the order is on screen now. After a long stroll through a very narrow tunnel in complete darkness, we emerge in an eerie room with a computer set up at the back. This computer has many surveillance screens hooked up to it, as well as one of those mind control helmets. If we cut the power to this control station, then the following cutscene plays. As you can see, the boy slumps down in the same dormant state as those other human experiments, the ones we took control of ourselves throughout the game. So this paints a far darker ending altogether, suggesting the person controlling the boy was in fact simply a scientist working for the organization all along. The scientist took control of the boy and put him through a series of
Oh my god, I don't remember
challenges which would test him both mentally and physically. As he faced these challenges,
it's on the way to one of the orbs. It was one of the secret paths.
Would become smarter, more aware, and more resilient to his surroundings, and all of this information was being fed directly back into the huddle. By the time the boy disconnected the huddle and it consumed him, it was a fully optimized creation, capable of utilizing all knowledge and skills picked up by the boy on his journey. An experiment now ready for the final phase of its test, to escape a secure facility. The organization's experiment worked. They had created a fully sentient being, one that could be controlled without the need for a mind control device, one step closer to realizing their end goal, creating a society.
What'd you say?
I was saying the crate. I was trying to remember the name of the thing. Can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, I can hear you. Your voice is delayed though.
Oh, sorry.
Society of people completely under the influence of a single all-powerful dictatorship. And really, that's the social commentary this mysterious game seems to be making all along. An unsettling look at how the few in positions of power like to control the lives of the many without it. Something I'm sure most of us can relate to.
The guy operating the forklift.
And that's it for today's video. Please remember to give it a like if you did enjoy watching, and maybe drop
a comment, and if you want to share it, for sure. Interesting.
Okay, so after a little bit of insight into the theory, where do you stand now? You got some more thoughts before I drop another bomb on you?
That the scientist probably created a secret boy that could save them. Because I feel like the scientists still have a little bit of free will, that they made this blob for them to become free.
Are you implying that you think the scientists are also being mind controlled?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, but they still have a little bit of free will.
Okay. I can see that.
But that's a good theory, right?
I don't personally, I don't think that's true. I mean, obviously this game is up to interpretation, so there's no wrong answer, there's no right answer. I think all the scientists and the people working for the facility, except for the construction workers or whatever, I think they're all conscious.
You think they're conscious, but then
I do.
But the scientists and the hard hats.
No, hard hats, the construction workers, those are all potatoes. I'm talking about the people in the masks, or the people that were running to the tank, who were dressed in the business attire.
Those are conscious. I agree with you.
Those people are conscious.
But what I'm saying is that yes, they're potatoes, but from what I'm understanding, or I guess a thought that just occurred that you just heard is that because even though the hard hats are potatoes, they still might have a mind of their own, because no, not the hard hats, the scientists. Ooh, just kidding. You're right. The scientists are conscious. That maybe they. Yes, you're right. My fault.
No worries. I mean, it's a plausible theory.
But what I'm no wonder why my voice is delayed. My voice was delayed because the microphone was delayed. Now we're on turn. Okay. The scientists had free will to make this boy and to free the huddle, but it also frees the scientists from working under such a controlled environment for the upper class. I don't know.
Well, I think the scientists are upper class.
But they work for someone.
I mean, yeah, but being upper class doesn't mean you don't have a boss.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that they do not want to work for the boss. That they're
Oh, I
being
see what you're
forced to
saying.
do. And
Well, I think that they want to work for the boss because they benefit from the experiments, because they're riling up these minions, these potatoes, to do jobs for them. And the reason that I think that as well is because in the scene where you're in the line trying to act like a potato, when you have to jump and you have to rotate, if you notice in the background, there's a crowd of people wearing masks and they're families. Like you see men, women, children. There's a woman carrying a baby.
Mhm.
And I think that those people, I don't think they work for the facility. I think that they are people observing the potatoes for potential purchase or personal use in a way that benefits them, in a way that they can enslave them. And so I think the scientists are also upper class, are also part of the process and in developing these experiments, so that they can also benefit from having someone else do all their scut work.
Oh my God.
That's what I believe.
Wow. That's a great observation.
Yeah.
That's a great
Now, there's
observation.
something else I want to tell you that's going to blow your mind.
I'm ready.
But in order to do so, I want you to open back on the game, if that's okay.
That's okay.
And somewhere near the end, I don't know where it is, you're going to see the thumbnail for the chapter. It's going to be right after you fall through the floors and you land in a diorama.
As a blob?
As a blob.
As a blobbity blob?
As a blobbity blob.
As a blobbity blobbity blob. Okay. All right. The chapter. I'm sorry. You got to tell me what chapter it is again. What does it look like?
I don't know the number. It's somewhere near the end after you're a blob. You're going to see yourself in that glass diorama right after you fall through the ceiling. And it is a little bit delayed for me, so I can't confirm until like 5 seconds later.
After I splat the guy? Ugh! What a freaking horrible scene.
Right there. Oh, you passed it. I saw it.
Is it the splat guy?
No, before it.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Click it.
I did.
Start that chapter.
I go left?
No, don't move. Don't move. Just open it. It's still loading on my side. Okay. I can see now you've started the chapter. Now, what I want you to notice about this diorama is the background.
The forest, yeah.
What do you see? Move the blob a little bit. What do you see on the left side?
The forest.
Which is what? What does that look like?
Where the kid was at. The lake. This is the lake. And metals on the ground. Well, metals on... Actually, no. I crashed into that. I fell through that.
Yeah, no, not what's inside the diorama, just the background. If you move your blob a little bit to the right, so you can fully see that image. What does that look like to you?
The end of the game.
Okay.
Where where that pile of dirt is, like that's where it stops.
Exactly correct. This image predicts the ending of the game.
Wow.
What you see in the background is the hillside, the trees, the shore, the lake,
and the moon.
and there's a tiny spot of light there. What is that?
Yeah. That represents the moon.
Okay, it could, but it's a spotlight that shines directly in that circle right by the shore. Right?
So that means he's not free. They just know where he is and they just left him.
Okay,
That
you're close.
or
You're
this
close.
whole thing, he'll still be in a simulation and he thinks he's free.
What is the name of the game?
Inside.
Are you okay?
That's crazy. So he
Let me
thinks
tell you
he's.
something. The blob thought he escaped. The ending, especially the way you see that spotlight. You know how in the ending, when you thought, is this the end? There was just one little circle of light shining right above you.
Uh-huh.
That whole ending scene is a set, and the blob never escaped. He only thought he did, and he is still inside. The scientists, the reason that they start helping you is because they're trying to guide you to your demise. They had processes in place just in case the huddle was smart enough to escape. And they thought they got you at first when they trapped you in the tank. Little did they know you're strong enough to break free. And just in case you left the tank, they had that entire environment built as a set just in case the huddle was smart enough to leave and want to escape. He thought he escaped, but he is still inside. Let me tell you one more thing that confirms this theory. Right before you break through that wall at the end, right? You know how you broke through
Yeah,
the
I had
wooden
to.
wall to
I
get
had
to
to
the.
run
Yes,
back. Yeah.
yes. If you notice in the background, right before you break through that wall, there are struts, several struts holding up wooden walls. And what that looks like from the other side, right before you break through it, is a set design. Like there are struts holding up a fake wall. You can see it clearly if you go back to that scene, which might take some time, so you don't need to do it now. You're breaking through a wooden wall, which goes to prove that you entered a set, a controlled environment. You're still in the facility. The blob never escaped.
Well, let's go break that wall.
Well, it might take you some time to get there after you. Actually, no, there it is.
Yeah. I just went to the last chapter.
I didn't know it was gonna start like right there at the end. Look at the struts in the background.
Yeah.
It's a completely fake wall. It's wooden. It's not even real. You can see cracks between it because it's one giant elaborate set design. Because like no wooden wall is gonna be that flimsy, right?
That's
And
a
then when you exit and you roll down the hill, you'll see that spotlight shining exactly in that one spot that you end up in.
That's
Because it's not natural light. It's all a set.
one large set.
Yeah. You see how there's no light anywhere else except in that little tiny circle?
Yeah,
The
actually.
entire thing was orchestrated just in case the huddle decided to escape.
Now I'm even sadder. Actually,
Right?
Yeah. This is a sad game.
But
This
here's the
is.
thing. There's a lot more I could tell you. Okay, the videos explain this a lot better, but I feel like I've been talking too much, so you might not have the chance to finish all the videos. But I feel like I'm probably doing a good job explaining the lore, but then I think the two that you should watch are the final two I sent you if you do go back and watch them. Hold on, HBO's Let's Play, you guys should go watch it. The other thing that the last two videos talk about a little bit, which I'll touch on briefly, and then if you want to watch those and dive deep, you can. The boy is an experiment.
Is
And
that?
there are different.
I mean, it's a
What?
theory, right? It's a theory, but it seems like a very, like a 90%.
Convincing theory.
Huh?
It's a very convincing theory.
It sounds very convincing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the theory is that the boy is an experiment, just like there's the blob, just like there's the mermaids, just like there's the potatoes. Those are also experiments. Like all these things. The other theory is that he is an experiment, and he either was, a regular boy that was trapped, or he could have been created, or whatever the case, but that from the beginning, from when you enter that forest in the opening scene, that is all inside the facility.
So, who made him? That's.
That we don't know. Is he was he already was he a boy that was captured and then just became part of the facility? Was he Here's the thing. I think actually I have no evidence to back this up, but I was gonna say I think he was created.
I mean, it makes
I don't think
sense. What's up,
I don't
bro?
think that
What's up,
he
Keto? Good
I
night,
don't think
Keto.
hey,
And
good
then,
night, Quito. I
and
don't
then,
think that he was like kidnapped or something because all of the other oh wait. I
and
was
then
gonna say because
Ren,
all the other experiments
I'll look into that show, by the way, Westworld. He
I've
said
actually
that
heard a lot of people talk that show up a lot.
because the way you brought it up, Ren, that was crazy. You also watch a lot of stuff.
I haven't seen it though, but I think Kareem watched it.
Westworld.
But anyway, I think yeah, what I was saying is that all of the potatoes are adults. None of them are kids. So I think the adults
Yeah.
are the ones that are being kidnapped, then enslaved. But the mermaids are kids.
Yeah, the mermaids are kids. The mermaids have. I feel like the kids have the ability to have like an extra power that maybe that adults are not capable of.
Well, there's different types of experiments. So the mermaid is one, the potatoes are one. I'm sure there's other kinds that we don't know about. The huddle is one, the boy is one. And the mermaids, the reason that they can breathe underwater has something to do with the fact that in the scene where you die and come back to life after the mermaid captures you, she plugs in that thing in your stomach that gives you the ability to breathe underwater. The other theory too is that all of the potatoes are dead.
Oh, dude, I feel like that's a given. Like I kind of noticed that.
Well,
They're like zombies.
so they are like zombies. The theory is they're either dead or asleep. And I don't think they're dead. I think they're asleep. Because
waiting
if
for
you notice,
to controlled. Like that's just like
I think they're in a mentally dormant state where they are not conscious but their bodies are being controlled.
in like hypnosis.
Sort of. More like mind control.
Okay.
Because in hypnosis you're still conscious. You're just thinking something different.
Yeah.
You know, I think you should watch the last two videos I sent you.
Sure, let's do it.
Those dive much deeper into the lore. The third video I sent you. Okay, let me explain the breakdown of why I sent you the videos in that order, super quick. First video, very high level. What's the story? You still don't understand whether or not he's inside or outside, which is why I didn't want you to have that idea yet. Second video kind of talks about it from a different perspective. The third video talks strictly about the story. Like, what do you see? What is actually going on in the facility? Why is there so much water? Why is there mind control? What is this dystopian Orwellian world, intending to accomplish? And then the last two videos dive a little bit deeper into the story itself.
Okay.
But I think, and they're all important, like for you to fully understand. But I think we can jump to video 4 and 5, and they're pretty short.
Okay. Let's take a bathroom break.
Okay.
If you want, are you gonna stay on stream?
Yeah, I'll keep your chat company.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Malak, take it away.
Will do. For those of you who have been watching, like throughout the last couple streams and this one, do you guys have any thoughts, any ideas of what you think about, what you think is going on, like in this game? I mean, has it been mind blowing for you as it was for me? I fell through a rabbit hole trying to wrap my head around the fact that of like what the story is, of what happened in the ending. I did not understand what was going on. Thank you, Windstorm. I really appreciate it. I've been told that I have the ability to explain things in a way that makes it clear for everyone, and that was actually feedback that I got at work when I had certain presentations. So I really appreciated that. I appreciate that. It's a really good compliment. What are your thoughts? I want to know if anyone in the chat has any idea of like what's going on, because The next two videos that Sada's gonna play are gonna blow the roof off this place. It's gonna take the lore to a completely different level. Um, and there are certain things that I've neglected to say so that we have another layer of discovery once we see these videos. I think this game runs really deep and I loved playing it. Even on the second run through, like there was so much more that I saw the second time that I didn't get the first time. And even now, like the two videos that I was gonna play right now, I watched them today. And even after knowing of the game for like 2-3 weeks and like diving deep into the story, even today I learned something that I hadn't learned before, which was really interesting because some of these people doing video analyses, they pay attention to such a deep level of detail that I 100% would have never caught, even if I had played the game like 6-7 times. Which is really cool that there were people that played the game so often or looked at specific details and came up with their own theories of what these things could mean. And so in these next two videos that Sato will play, it's going to explain a little bit more of that to get a very different, very interesting perspective of the game.
Shall we begin?
Who would have thought that
Yes,
such
let
a
me just catch up on the
multi-layered...
chat. I had a whole red thread detective.
Malak, chat is basically saying they like you.
They don't just like me, they love me. Okay, I should be co-host. I'm just kidding.
You are. You are. You
All right, shall we dive into video 4?
Yes. I am ready and the captions will be on. For
Okay,
you.
cool.
Okay. Here we go.
Prepare to have your mind blown.
My mind is already blown.
More in the part 2 of this video, but prepare to have your mind blown.
All right. Here we go.
story could be crafted without a single word of dialogue. A story that raises questions about the nature of the human mind as well as where we, as a society, are headed. After playing Inside, I found myself surprised that nobody has really attempted this before, because it just makes so much sense. Think about it. Multi-layered stories can be crafted in such a way that scholars analyze them for decades, but the analysis can only go as far as the author permits. What makes Inside unique is that without dialogue, there are bottomless gaps that pop up in the narrative, and we must use our imagination to...
I just want to say the worst part about this game is the submarine.
Oh, really?
It just...
You didn't like it?
It's like... No, I didn't like it. I feel like there's just so much empty space. I mean, I think that's the point. It just gives anxiety of like where the next part is. And it's just like... Yeah, and it's like, I need to know where I'm going. And
also, if you notice in the parts of the water, there's like full office buildings submerged in water. You're looking at chairs floating everywhere and like different rooms and different exhibits and all these things completely submerged for like miles of depth.
Yeah, and like where is the water coming from?
And why is it there?
And why is it there?
Not episode. The video 3 that I sent you explains that. At least one theory of what it could be. There's different theories.
Like there's a crowd cheering you on.
Oh, thank you for egging me on. We love the compliments. Keep showering me with them. I mean, I'm a humble person.
Just want to let you know, Malak will always be on, will always be queen on stream. Like, 100%, 100%, 100%.
You can be queen of Jordan. I'll be queen of stream. Just kidding.
Sure, I'll actually take that.
I'm joking.
Oh, too late.
To fill in those gaps. And unlike the limits set by an author, our imagination is infinite. Because of this choice in narrative, the theories that have germinated online these past couple of weeks have been fascinating. Seeing where people's minds go to try and justify their perspective is almost as fascinating to me as the existence of bubbles to a newborn baby. Now, there might be a couple of you saying, well, it's pretty obvious what the story of Inside is about. It's about mind control in an Orwellian dystopia. Yes, that's the basic foundation the story sets itself upon, but the heights, or depths, the story goes to when you consider specific elements of the game are, like I said, infinite. Today what I'm going to do is take everything I've read online and compile them into one big super theory that tries to explain as much as possible about the world and story of Inside. Due to the nature of the game, there's bound to be lots of disagreement, so I encourage you to take to the comments at any time and prove me wrong. And of course, there are massive spoilers ahead. So as I previously mentioned, the basic plot of this game seems easy enough to understand. You are in a dystopian world where a fascistic organization is rounding up the populace and transferring them to a facility where they can be a part of their evil mind control experiments. The imagery chosen conjures up images of Nazi Germany when the Jewish population was rounded together and sent off to concentration camps.
Like what he's saying, right? I mean, this is all based on observation because none of this was explained by the developers, correct?
Yeah. Every single video that you see about the game is personal theory development. Like there's nothing that the game makers actually said about anything about the story, and it is intentionally left ambiguous so that you can theorize whatever you want. So this video is this person's theory, but I've sent you the videos where I almost completely agree with what they're saying. Some of them didn't catch that, like in the first video, the creator didn't catch that the blob was still inside. There's still some videos that dive deeper or have a different perspective, so you can kind of collect bits and pieces of what you choose to believe. But I think this video does a good job of summing everything up together as a whole.
And I trust your videos.
Thanks.
All right.
The ultimate goal of all this seems to have been the creation of that giant school cafeteria meatball we see at the end.
Ew, he called it a meatball.
That the meatball was a hive mind used by the organization to extend their control, and then the meatball went rampant and escaped its prison by the end. However, there are certain holes and visual cues that caused myself as well as many other players to feel a bit hollow. There were too many things that weren't given a direct explanation. What were those long-haired monsters trying to suffocate you during the underwater sequences? What were those pods with the glowing light that we saw in the forest? What is with that diorama? To try and answer all these questions, let's start from the beginning. So, this unknown red-shirted kid appears from off-screen and starts running through the forest much like the beginning of Limbo. The first thing we happen upon is a truck containing a bunch of people as well as these hatch-looking things. The first thing you ask yourself is, what is inside of them? Well, if you play on to a point later in the game, you notice a part where there are 3 drones occupying one of these hatches, suggesting the device's purpose. What you will also notice is that these hatches, when they are turned on and have a light shining through the window, tend to exclusively appear in a forest, or at least where greenery is present. Yes, they appear in the facility.
Yes.
I'm waiting for it to pause because I wanted to see where it stopped. Okay. Sorry, there's a bit of delay on my end. So one thing I was going to mention earlier that I forgot is if you've noticed throughout the game, in the different buildings or different areas, you see numbers, right? Did you notice that?
No.
Oh. Well, in certain areas of the game, like as you progress, you'll see like viewing windows into an exhibit that has like a 2 in the corner. Or like the building floor underneath you will say 3.
Oh, yes. I've seen those.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what those numbers, and they progress in order, like chronologically. So it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you see 5 and 6 in the background of one of the scenes, and then you'll see like 7 as the blob is falling through the different floors of the building. I'm not sure if it's this video that explains it. I think it might be the one that I asked you to skip. But what each of those different numbers represents is a different stage of getting a regular conscious human into a slave, I guess, kind of. When you start seeing the numbers in the building, they start at 2. And the reason it starts at 2 is because the forest area that you start in the beginning is stage 1. What the video just said a second ago about those pods that have the light that you see in the forest, that's the first time we see them. There's another time you see them, just like you said a second ago, when you're releasing some of the potatoes from the one that was
also
hanging
notice
up, and you drop them and then they follow you. What one of the other videos explains is that stage 1 of taking an average conscious human is kidnapping them or whatever the case, and putting them in what they called a sensory deprivation chamber, which is what this is.
Yeah, like
So it's,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so it's a sensory deprivation chamber, and that's what causes them to then become unconscious or in a more vulnerable state of mind, to be more susceptible to mind control. Which is why you see the scene in the truck when everybody is being loaded in the back of the 18-wheeler and the door shuts on them. Those are people that had just left the pods. And that was the first stage. And then
Dang.
stage two, which you'll see if you find one of the orbs or on the other side, you'll see that it's a forest on the inside. Stage two is a forest area where they'll take the freshly sensory deprived potatoes and then they have to put them in a nature replicating environment to see how they respond to their environment. And they go through all these different levels and stages of testing until they become fully fledged slaves. So it starts with the pods and then it goes on through different sections. And one of the other videos will explain that. But that's what those pods, the first time you see them in the forest in the first chapter, that's what they're doing. It's the first stage of making a regular average human a potato.
I hate the
You may
government.
proceed now.
as well, but they are only turned on in a non-industrial setting. There are a
Oh.
couple of theories that have sprung up online suggesting that the drones are grown inside these hatches and then shipped off to the facility where they can be relegated to their various
Wow, even if you look at this scene, this is like a whole
Yep.
uh
That's the stage two area that I was talking about.
yeah, it's a simulated scene. It's like it's not even outside.
jobs.
Yeah, it's all a set. See,
Otherwise,
it's
how
not
would
even
the
outside because
organization
you're still what? Inside.
Yeah,
manage to
that's
round up a
crazy.
truckload of people out in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere in a post-apocalyptic world that seems to be suffering from some sort of population crisis?
And then
Speaking
for
of
whatever
which,
reason, they have
notice
some
how
more
in the
sensory deprivation chambers in this area just in case maybe one of them starts to become conscious or lucid again. They just stick them back in the chamber.
Like what a boring world. Like people are just like wasting their lives because essentially they'll be a slave to that as well, making other people slaves and just being engulfed in that instead of just like live and let live. I don't know. That's crazy.
opening sections of the
Mhm.
game, everything is completely deserted. There are cars that have been absorbed
Yeah.
into the earth. Everything seems to be in complete decay, and it seems the world has been this way for a long time. Maybe the reason why these drones are being created is because there is some sort of population crisis, and there are not enough people around to maintain a healthy economy or a pleasant aesthetic for their city. So, there had to be an organization that would resort to barbaric, unethical means to maintain some semblance of social order. In order to
That's a
desensitize
good
the coming
reference. Yeah,
generation
that's
to
a good
this reality, the
reason.
parents that still exist felt it would be helpful to bring their kids on a trip to this facility to see how everything functions. It's horrifying and uncomfortable, but it's the way things have to be. Moving along through the game, you'll notice that there is a lot of water. Playing through the game, I asked myself why so much of the facility is underwater, and why does that portion of the facility look so dilapidated? If this place is run by the guys
Dilapidated.
trying to maintain order, they're sure not doing a good job regulating themselves. The most obvious explanation is that some sort of post apocalyptic event caused the bottom to flood, but that just doesn't satisfy me.
Nope.
After all, there's use of water in more controlled environments throughout the game. I believe the explanation for all this lies in those freaky looking naked baby mannequin things. I believe that these things were failed attempts at creating a hive mind. I believe the facility tried to suspend them in
Wait, can you
water
pause on
and
this
experiment
water
on them until they went
changing scene?
rampant.
Oh, I think it's still delayed.
I make pause.
The scene where you had to move the lever to put the water up and down.
Yeah. You want me to
Can
go
you
back?
go back to that real quick?
Yeah.
Yes, please. There's something I wanted to bring up, but I didn't know when, but this will be the perfect way to describe it. I was gonna say another piece of evidence that proves that the boy is also an experiment.
Yeah.
Right there is perfect. What do you see in the background here?
I see a number 4. I see a camera. I see 2 people either editing or getting ready to film.
Yep. Throughout the entire game, the boy is being observed. And you'll notice it in little scenes like this.
Yeah, I was
So
kind
there's
of
actually
I kind of figured like why didn't they go out and catch him?
Yeah, so like there's two guys up there watching you, and there's a camera recording you, analyzing your behavior, recording your movements, seeing how smart you are or how you react to certain environments because you are also an experiment. And the biggest proof to that is where you see the number 4. There is a frame around, like in the foreground, you're looking through a window, right? Like this is an exhibit window into where you're standing.
Whoa. But that doesn't make
Like
sense because why are they
and
trying to kill him in the beginning? You know what I mean?
it was a test. It was a test to see whether or not he's smart enough or limber enough or capable of escaping whatever obstacle they throw his way.
Wow. I didn't even notice this frame.
Yeah.
That's
Like the
crazy.
biggest thing in the foreground, you see that you're looking through a glass window,
Is that from
just
the
as you would at the zoo if you're looking at a, you know,
y-
a lion or something. It's through, I mean, maybe not a lion because they're usually fences, but I don't know, a fish in an aquarium, you know? You're looking through a little exhibit window on what's going on the inside with whatever experiment is being held in it.
did you get that from the video or did you notice that?
So I did notice this while I was playing. I did notice the camera in the background, not the foreground. So do you remember when I was saying that I noticed something new as you were playing?
Mhm. This is
It
it?
was this foreground. It was that we're looking through a window. I didn't
Mhm.
notice that the first couple times, but I did notice the camera the first time, and I was really confused. Like I didn't get it in the first run through, and then obviously as I watched the videos and stuff, I learned more about it. But yeah, that just goes to show that it is proof that you are an experiment.
That's crazy.
Controlled environments throughout the game. I believe the explanation for all this lies in those
You may
freaky
proceed.
looking naked baby mannequin things. I believe that these things were failed attempts at creating a hive mind. I believe the
Naked
facility
baby
tried to
mannequin.
suspend them in water and experiment on them until they went rampant and destroyed the place, hence such a large portion of the facility being destroyed as well as underwater. On top of this, I believe that these creatures are an extension of the will of the hive mind. Think about it. The last creature you encounter attaches you to a plug that gives you the ability to swim underwater as well as order drones around without the need of a helmet. Now you might be saying, but what about the other creatures before that one? It seems like they're trying to drown you. Is that the will of the hive mind? I believe that the ones trying to drown the boy were just displaced due to the flooding and destruction below. You can view these creatures much like the drones, as cogs in a much larger machine. If displaced, they're like watering cans in a desert. These creatures' sole purpose was to aid the boy on his journey to the hive mind. But wait a minute, wouldn't that imply that there was some anticipation that the boy would come? Exactly. There is an alternate ending to this game that you can attain after you find all those glowing orbs. If you remember the cornfield section at the beginning of the game, there is a secret passageway that you can access that will bring you to an underground bunker. There you will see a helmet hooked up to computers as well as a hidden power cable. If the boy unplugs this power cable, what happens? He assumes the position of the drones, implying that he is being controlled by something as well. But what? Well, what if it's the meatball? What if the meatball has gained enough self awareness to control the consciousness of a boy under his network of control and guide him into the facility so that the boy may.
But if he unplugged it, then the meatball also no longer is alive. So essentially all the electric currents that people instilled in that meatball, the upper class is still in control no matter what the case is.
Free it. But if that's true, why would there be an alternate ending where the boy unplugs himself? How would that be the will of the hive mind?
Right. Oh,
Well, we'll get to that in
oh
a
my god,
moment.
I paused that as
What's
soon as you
even
asked that.
creepier than this, however, is the fact that there is evidence to suggest that the facility anticipated the boy's arrival as well as the hive mind's escape. The least obvious example is that there are people in vans searching
This also doesn't make sense because the CEO should have not been there before he splat.
for the boy, even though it isn't suggested the boy was drawing attention to himself prior to his first appearance in the woods. What
Wait, what do you
if the
mean?
facility
Because if they were expecting him, why is the CEO in the middle of it?
They were expecting him, but they weren't expecting what path he would take. He broke through that wall and smashed the CEO, but I'm sure there were other ways they could have lured him to the ending, he also had some semblance of consciousness. That the blob was just like, let me just take whichever route I get to, and he broke through that wall and killed the CEO by accident, or not by accident. Like he didn't intend to. He was just trying to get to his ending.
Still, he's stupid.
He anticipated this
At
because
least they
the
killed
boy
Big Boss.
going rogue would
What'd you say?
At least he killed the big boss.
Yeah.
show up as an anomaly in their network. It would make sense seeing the boy is most likely a drone as well. So they would have to go out and search for him in a place that seems pretty much devoid of any other human beings expressing free will. Also, isn't it kind of weird that there was this audience of people towards the end sitting in a theater with a giant hole in the floor and bait ready to go? But the most obvious example that a lot of people miss is the diorama you see during the breakout sequence. It is an exact replica of the meatball's final resting place. Most people will
I like
overlook
Meatball
this
better.
part, and when they get to the ending, they'll feel a sense of relief that this oppressed little ball is now free, bathing under those holy rays of light that are somehow resting in the same place as that diorama. Hold up. Natural light doesn't work like that. Unless the facility anticipated this happening, and the false sense of security some people have felt from this ending is just another form of the facility's control. So, finally, with all of this information in mind, we ask ourselves what the purpose of all this is. The answer lies in the alternate ending. I believe that the whole game is a controlled experiment by the facility. Everything from the beginning in the forest to the end under the light. The whole purpose of this experiment is to create a hive mind that will draw the strongest of the remaining human population to it, so it can grow and become even more controlling, even if it results in devastation and destruction. The facility will continue to repeat this experiment in perpetuity until the end of time, unless a hive mind realizes, much like Joshua did in War Games, that the only winning move in the struggle for control is not to play, which, eventually, it does.
Dang. I like that theory. That is a nice theory. I think we'll have to wait for the other video for later because it's getting pretty late and I still need to shower and pray a shot.
Wait, I think it's like 8 minutes
It's
or something like that.
It's 8 minutes?
It's pretty short. I mean, the main thing that I wanted you to see that video for is that it's by the same creator you just saw. It's like the second part. Is that he kind of goes back on his theory once something else is brought to his attention.
Okay. Sure.
It's pretty short. If we can just get through that, like that's we can put inside to the side and never think about it again.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Let's do it.
Okay. Wait, how long is it
First
actually?
time I analyzed it.
It's 9:50.
Okay, it's like a minute longer than I said, but
It's okay.
okay.
Inside, I came to the conclusion that the boy and the hive mind were a part of an elaborate experiment.
I'm on
by the
Discord, bro.
facility. The purpose of this experiment was to draw in
could
the
you put
strongest
captions
of the
again?
remaining
Almost
human
done audio.
population
Huh?
I was asking if you could put the captions on again.
Oh, yeah.
to create a greater hive mind, which would extend the facility's control in perpetuity until they achieved global domination. Most of you seem to respond pretty positively
Thank
to my
you.
interpretation.
You're welcome.
So positively that I have accumulated more likes and views on this video than on all my other videos combined. While this response is humbling, and trust me, I am very
The main thing I
grateful,
wanted you to see
I
here
still
is what he talks about in the bunker.
Oh, okay.
possessed some doubts. When I combine the respectful disagreement I received, plus the fact that Inside offers a wordless narrative that lacks any concrete explanations for anything, I urged myself to not put all my faith in just my interpretation. However, this feeling lasted only a week, and
Also,
then
when he falls into
something
this
happened
line, you notice
that
how the
made me
camera
believe
only
my
points
theory
at him
Yeah.
when he's acting like, because he's being observed.
Oh, shit. Oh. Dang. Did you try going out of place to see what the camera would do?
Yeah, so if you step out of line, do you remember when you were I don't know how to describe this part. You know how there were some areas where if you stepped into the light, like a giant wire would
zapped?
tase you and drag you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get zapped.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the same death as that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was closest to the truth.
And then we'll
Commenters
watch it
urged me to
tomorrow.
review one segment of the game again, which was the collection of the orbs. I knew from reading online forums that in order to unlock an alternate ending, you would have to collect all of the orbs. Yet I didn't collect all the orbs for myself until after I uploaded my first analysis. I knew that once all the orbs were collected, you would have to enter the bunker in the cornfield, enter the musical passcode, and then unplug the power cable to get the alternate ending. What I did not know is that if you went to the left inside the bunker, you would happen upon one of the 14 orbs you need to collect. Upon first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything special about this room. Probably just a secret area that gives a tiny bit of dimension to what the facility does. But take a look at the only fully developed photo hanging from the clothesline. It might not be discernible to those watching this video on YouTube, but to those who play the game for themselves, it's undeniable what this is a picture of. The hive mind.
What?
Rather, it is a picture of the hive mind outside the confines of its watery prison.
What?
What this tells me is that
No.
the hive mind we know, whether it's a previous one or the one we happen upon in the game, has escaped its prison before. This bolsters my original theory that the hive mind is a part of a cyclical experiment where
It
it
looks like a
grows in power,
Sasquatch.
escapes, and is then paralyzed under an intentionally placed beam of light, much like the underwater creatures when the submarine's light is shown at them. The hive mind then becomes controlled in a new way to accommodate its increase in size and power. Now, some of you may pass off this Polaroid as an Easter egg, akin to the posters of Metal Gear games within
Like
Metal
it looks
Gear
like it has a
games.
head and arms.
I would have accepted this explanation if it weren't for the achievement you receive once you enter the room and interact with the orb. The name of the achievement is Field Research. The description for this achievement says, Unearthing Secrets. While the name and descriptors serve the purpose of chilling the player to the bone, it also causes you to think, who is doing this field research? Why is there an orb in this room? Does this researcher have something to do with the other orbs found throughout the game? I looked to the comments on my original video to see if anybody may have started a discussion over this plot thread I initially neglected. My favorite theory comes from a gentleman named Fahad Al-Riyami.
Hala
This theory
Fahad.
not only makes sense, but works well with what I have already set up in regards to the bunker and the Polaroid. Allow me to read you his theory verbatim. I think we're forgetting something. Someone built that underground bunker, installed that PC there, and intentionally put a trapdoor in the middle of the cornfield to hide it all. Was it the farmer who only built the farm as a guise? Could the farmer have been an ex-Evil Core employee who didn't agree with what the company was doing? This would explain the song required to enter the bunker, a song only a long-time employee would remember so well. If you look at the mind control computer in the bunker, you'll see a seat. It seems the ex-employee was once the one controlling the boy, or children before him, guiding them through the facility to try and disrupt the experiment and put an end to it. The farmer was probably captured at some point and thrown into the hive mind, where he guided the boy back to the bunker to unplug the mind control computer, in the hopes of stopping any further attempts at playing this game and ending the experiment. Despite a couple of personal quandaries about the wording of this theory, I find it to be equally the most logical as it is delightful. It reminds me of the story of Portal with the rebellious yet elusive Doug Ratman, alerting you to the false reality GLaDOS and Aperture Science have set up for you, except instead of the cake being a lie, your freedom is a lie. Instead of helping you to escape Aperture Science, you're trying to engage the failsafe program built in by the ex-employee to end the cycle of control. Granted, some of you might say that the facility implemented this failsafe as a safety measure, much like how Lord Eamon's tribe transferred Dorman's soul into 16 giants in Shadow of the Colossus. In response, I would have to ask why the facility would place so many of the orbs in such dangerous areas that most employees would not care to venture to. If everything needed to be shut down at a moment's notice, the facility is sure making it difficult for themselves. And besides, why would they want to ever end the cycle of control? Seeing as the world seems to be dependent on this drone labor, shutting everything down seems about as unfathomable as Konami rebooting Silent Hills with Hideo Kojima at the helm. So, in conclusion, I believe these orbs reroute power from the facility's main network of control, so that if there was a chance that the ex-employee or an outside force could never help the hive mind escape or take down the facility, then everything could secretly be shut down. Little did the facility know that by throwing the rebellious yet genius employee into the hive mind, it would find an outside force to do just that.
Yup.
Finally, there are a couple of odds and ends my viewers wanted me to address. I'll start with the simplest of the bunch, the worms and the pigs. Science has determined that humans and pigs share genetic similarities, which makes them useful for medical research. Obviously,
True.
the facility developed these worms as parasites to latch onto their hosts and control them. However, much like the hive mind and the long-haired swimmers, there was an element of free will that would override this control and cause the host to go rampant. Even though there was a surplus of pigs for the facility to experiment on,
I remember
human
this.
beings are a far more complex species and would require more than one parasite to control, and unlike
Ooh.
pigs, controlling humans could serve a much more useful purpose. So the facility left the farm they initially bought out once their experiments took them as far as they could go. And then there is the shockwave stage.
Yeah, that
Unlike
one
most of the other
killed me.
levels in the game, there is not much to infer about this level's purpose from any hidden clues. Unlike the other elements of this game, there doesn't seem to be anybody offering theories online about why this level exists. So keep in mind as I offer my interpretation that I am only guessing. When you look out into the mist and you see that brief flash of light, what does that remind you of? Probably a cloud and a lightning storm, right? You
War.
don't see the actual lightning bolts, but you see the flash. I believe that whatever caused this dystopian future, be it a nuclear catastrophe or something else, caused a highly industrialized electrical plant to collapse. What resulted was a powerful shockwave resulting from highly concentrated bolts of electricity. Some of you might not know, but when lightning goes off in the atmosphere, there are small shockwaves that emit from it. Regardless, I believe the most important thing about this level is not what is causing the shockwave, I believe it is those poles out in the distance. If you look closely, you'll see electrical cables stemming out from both sides of the poles. I believe these poles are meant to capture the radiant energy caused by the shockwave to help power the facility. Almost like Tesla's radiant energy device, which extends to a considerable height and picks up energy in the atmosphere. It would then send the energy down into a capacitor and then charge it. The discharge
The way he
within these
came
machines
up
would
with this
power whatever the
theory
cables are
is
attached to.
crazy.
As for the crash test dummies we see later,
He's like,
I believe that the room they occupy was a testing room for potential electricians to see if they could handle going out into the field to set up these electrical poles. The dummies were there to
Wow.
determine whether or not their position relative to the source of the shockwave would be lethal. Apparently it was, considering things seem abandoned with the dummies stuck in place and some of them falling out of their chairs.
wow.
I believe I have covered most of the big questions surrounding this game. Anything else I could cover, like the possible connections between this game and Playdead Studios' previous game Limbo, would just be pointing out similarities
I might just
between
have to
the
play
two.
Limbo.
These things include the mind control slugs,
Ew.
the use of reverse gravity, and the use of a device to create lightning and rain. Maybe there's a connection between that and the shockwave level. Maybe the boy in Limbo is manifesting some parts of the facility as part of his nightmare. Any theorizing about how they are connected would be, much like the shockwave level, a wild guess. But hey, that's one of the reasons why theorizing is so much fun.
So
Yeah.
I played Limbo and I loved it. I highly recommend, but if it would take a while, so if you don't want to, that's fine.
Is it longer than Inside?
It took me longer. So I think the game itself, I think, is shorter, but the puzzles are more difficult. So it took me longer to finish it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But Limbo is also really fun. The story behind Limbo is not as complex, but the challenges are.
You know, I might give it a go.
It's really fun. One thing I wanted to point out about the video we just watched,
Okay.
what he said when he was in the first, what are your thoughts before I give you mine?
Honestly, in terms of the full theory, I mean, not theory. I said theory, not Siri. Anyways, I don't know. He had a lot of good points, and I think the most confusing one really is that Shockwave one. You should.
Yeah.
Limbo's amazing. It was the very first Xbox game I played, and my fam got back in like 2000. Ooh, maybe I'll play it. Yeah, the Shockwave one was the most confusing one because like the way.
So go ahead.
I was like, the way he theorized it, I'm like, dude, you're just saying some mumbo jumbo, like, thing that you think, because like whatever you say still does not make sense to me.
I mean, what he said is true. There aren't a lot of people talking about that level, but the majority of videos that I've seen that touch on it all collectively agree that it is some sort of power source powering the facility. That it's some sort of big shockwave, or that it could be a weapon to deter any possible intruders from, making it past that point or something like that. So it's one of the two, but those are the two most commonly theorized conclusions for what that section reflects.
This whole game is the biggest facility I have ever seen in my life.
No, literally. So the thing is, they took over an abandoned town. Like that's their campgrounds. They found an abandoned town where you see leftover cars, rundown buildings, broken down barns, whatever it is.
Because of the decreasing
And
population, assumingly.
Well, I think they had was it an increase in population problem or a decrease? Might have been decrease population problem. But yeah, like the whole area, obviously it's a very, very large facility. And it is, it's plausible for a facility to be that large in the middle of like the countryside, because, it was like farmland and then random beat down areas. But yeah, the entire facility is an abandoned town. But the one thing I wanted to bring up, when he brought up that photo, the one developed photo when you were in the photography room in the bunker, he said that is a picture of the blob, and that is a picture that proves that the blob has escaped before.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like it's such a stretch. But, I mean, honestly, the details in this game is very, like, they know what they're doing. But I feel like
I see why you think it's a stretch, and I'm gonna explain my theory on why I think it's not a stretch.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And I'll say this super quickly because I know it's getting really late. As I was watching that video and I heard what he said, I started reading through the comments and I did a little bit more of a deeper dive. But the theory that stems from that one image says that they believe that the entire game is on a loop. And that is the final level of discovery that I want to leave you at.
Well, yeah, because they already predict whether he's going to land. But then it's like, if it's on a loop, I mean...
Hold on, let me explain a little bit further.
It's a game, but like they have to reset everything and then play it again?
Well, here's the thing. Now, this loop talks about two things. First, I'm going to talk about the huddle. The huddle absorbed the boy, got bigger, and got stronger. And eventually landed in the end of the hill, where the light paralyzed it, just like it would the siren or the mermaid when you would shine the light on it because it didn't like it. And the theory is that once it gets to that point, they're able to then ryle it back into a secure tank, and that there's another boy or another experiment that keeps going back to it, that then makes it bigger and stronger until it got to the size that it is now. And then you, as the boy, at some iteration of that process, gets into the huddle, it gets into the end, it gets paralyzed again, they send it back into the facility.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, it's all experimentation and all this stuff, and I'm sure people throw a lot of money into these types of programs. Now, the other thing that might indicate this is a loop is the theory that every time the boy dies, it restarts.
Like it respawns?
Like every time you die in the game, the boy actually starts back from the beginning and it's a new experiment.
I like the first theory better. Because, like, where does he spawn from?
Well, hold on. I mean, this is part of the same loop theory with the huddle. And not from thin air. It's like they'll only show you when you get back to the point of like right before you died, but that it's a new experiment every time. Now, the piece of evidence that I've noticed, and I haven't seen anybody talk about this, but the piece of evidence that I've noticed that proves to me that it is a loop is that there are some points in the game where, for example, do you remember when there were those really giant fans and you had to hold on to the rod on the ceiling
Yes.
when you were underwater? Do you remember how when you hold that first rod, how you see a dismembered body float in front of you
Yes.
as if it just got chopped up by the fan?
Yes.
Do you remember what color shirt that body was wearing?
I'm guessing it's red.
It was red. And it was the same shape and size as you, the boy. Which to me tells me that that is you, a previous iteration of you that died by the fan, and they kept building a new experiment to make it bigger and better and stronger and smarter, so that the next time it walks through the fan, it doesn't die. And then when you're between the two fans, you know how you grab the door in the ceiling and it opens up and you see another body fall out?
Yeah.
What color shirt was that body wearing? Red.
Okay.
And that was some other iteration of you before you that died after it got past the fan, went up into that section, something else killed it, and you see random bits of your previous iterations throughout the game.
So what's the point? Why are they making an experiment only to destroy everything?
What do you mean by destroy everything?
Like look at the outcome. Like what's like I mean I guess
Like, what is the purpose of the blob?
it just leaves it up to interpretation, right? But like what's the
Yeah, I
point?
mean that's the point of the ambiguity, is that you can draw any conclusion you want. We don't have any of these answers definitively. It can be however you see the ending fit. Why did they build these experiments? What is the purpose of it? What are they doing with the intelligence that they're putting into the boy and the repeated experiments and the blob? We don't really know.
Yeah.
But also the ambiguity is what makes it fun.
It's true.
You get the chance to draw your own conclusion.
And I guess the light wasn't strong enough in the diorama. It's just, even though it's a prediction, to paralyze him, which would happen at the end.
Well, in the end, it was a giant spotlight that might have had enough power to do so.
Maybe.
In the diorama, it was just a fake light, or like a tiny,
Yeah.
like small scale model of one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Long story short, the blob never escaped. The entire game is inside the facility, and everything is on a constant loop.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
I like
and it
that.
actually gets so much deeper than what we've talked about if you go back and see the other videos. I know it's too much to watch right now, but it's crazy.
We can continue watching it on stream next time.
If you want, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
No, I'm super down. It's now 11 o'clock though. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because some of the other ones talk more about like the story in the game itself as well, instead of just the theory, like what we're actually seeing. But
please do
but
share.
Yeah,
I am really down, super down.
Yeah, I mean, it's the other two videos we didn't watch.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, the first one is a bit more about theory. The second one is more literal explanation of the story.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm excited.
But isn't it crazy, like how deep it goes? It's such a it's an amazing game. It's so mind blowing.
No,
but, like,
it's
it's
beautiful.
Even after knowing about it for a few weeks and like playing it a couple times, there's still more things that I learned today that I hadn't known in the past, time of like knowing the game. I think the set design, the animation, the art style is beautiful. The sound design was incredible. Like, it's definitely one of the best indie games I've ever played.
Yeah, and the amount of detail and depth it goes into, that the fans are just like making literal videos about thoughts and everything.
Oh yeah. There's so many different analyses you'll find online. And the thing is, Playdead, the developers, I think it's a Danish company. But at the time that they made Limbo, the entire company was like 15 people.
Yeah.
And at the time that they made Inside, the entire company was about 40 people. And imagine with such a small team being able to create such a masterpiece Like, oh, I'm never gonna get over it. I'm actually so glad that you went through this process of playing the game and learning some of the lore behind it, because now I have someone to talk to about it. But it blows my mind how incredibly crafted this game is.
Yeah, and I'm glad I got to play it because you got to see another reaction for the first time.
Oh yeah, that was also really fun. I was so excited. You don't even understand. Like right when you entered the tank, right before you're about to see the blob, I was on the edge of my seat because I was like, how's she gonna react? I want to see what's going on in her head. What is she thinking at this point? Like it was really fun to get to experience that all over again, especially with me watching you instead of a random YouTuber.
Oh,
So it was really cool to
I hope it
experience
satisfied you.
Oh, 100%. I'm very happy right now. I hope you enjoyed playing it.
I loved it, and honestly, making you happy makes me happy.
Oh, stop it.
For reals, you really
Aw.
suggest great games. I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
watch the rest of the videos, inshallah, on Wednesday. Wednesday.
Yes. And if
Uh,
you're down, I think Limbo's a great game as well. But
yes.
if you have other content planned, no need. Just saying.
No,
Throwing
no,
suggestions.
I'm down for Limbo. But we
Okay.
do have to end it here. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Ahmed came literally at the last second, but it's... Ooh, that was loud. But thank you guys for coming through. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. Malak and I have a book to finish. Right, Malak?
Yes, that's true.
Yes. So we have... No, we're not gonna finish it tomorrow, but we're gonna, you know, be a little further in. Maybe 100 pages left tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was a great explanation. Everyone, thank Malak. Tell Malak she's the GOAT.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, chat. Thank you for putting up with me and allowing me to interrupt your stream.
Don't say put up with you. You are always welcome in the stream, and they love you for it.
Thanks. I love them too. And you.
I love you too. Good night, everyone. See you later.
Bye, chat. Bye, Sada. Love you. Good night.
Love you. Good night.